Have you ever looked up at the night sky, perhaps on a clear, quiet evening, and wondered what would happen if the moon simply vanished? Not just hidden behind clouds or lost in the brightness of city lights, but truly gone, erased from existence, leaving only a dark, empty space where it once shone so brightly. For thousands of years, the moon has been more than just a distant object in our sky. It has inspired poets, artists, and dreamers. It has guided travelers across oceans and deserts, and its steady phases have marked the passage of time for countless generations. The moon is woven into the fabric of our myths, our calendars, and our sense of wonder. But what if, in an instant, it disappeared? Its absence would trigger a chain reaction, unraveling the delicate balance of life as we know it. The moon's influence reaches far beyond what we see with our eyes. It touches every corner of our planet, often in ways we barely notice. Imagine the shock and confusion. One night you look up and the moon is simply gone, not hidden, not eclipsed, but vanished without a trace. The world would be gripped by disbelief and fear as people everywhere try to comprehend the loss of our constant companion. Astronomers, who have studied the moon's every crater and shadow, would find only emptiness where our celestial neighbor once orbited. Telescopes would reveal nothing but a black void, a silent reminder of what's missing. This single, unimaginable event would send shockwaves through every system on Earth. The oceans, which rise and fall with the moon's pull, would lose their rhythm. The atmosphere, insects, and even the climate itself would begin to change in unpredictable ways. The moon's disappearance would touch every living thing, from the smallest insect to the tallest tree. We often forget how deeply connected we are to the moon's presence. It's easy to take for granted, but its influence is everywhere, shaping our nights, our tides, and even our sense of time and place in the universe. The moon's gravitational pull has shaped our world for billions of years. It stabilizes Earth's tilt, controls the ebb and flow of the tides, and helps create the conditions that make life possible. Without it, our planet would be a very different and much more chaotic place. Without the moon, the harmony of our planet would quickly collapse into chaos. Weather patterns would shift, tides would weaken, and the very rhythm of life would be thrown into disarray. Natural disasters could become more frequent and severe, and the world as we know it would be forever changed. So let's take a moment to imagine a world where the night sky is forever moonless. A world where darkness reigns, and the familiar glow of the moon is just a memory. Only then can we truly appreciate just how vital the moon is to our existence. The moon is not just a rock in the sky, it's a silent architect of our home, shaping the world in ways both seen and unseen. Its presence is a gift, a guardian, and a reminder of the delicate balance that sustains life on Earth. The moon is more than just a light in the darkness. It's a silent guardian, watching over our world from above, night after night. Its presence in the sky is a constant, gentle reminder that we are part of a much larger cosmic story, one that has unfolded for billions of years. The moon is woven into Earth's biology, geology, and climate. Its silvery glow has guided countless generations, influencing the rhythms of life, from the migration of animals to the blooming of flowers. Even the cycles of human sleep and behavior are subtly attuned to its phases. Its gravitational pull creates the tides, linking us in a perpetual, silent conversation. Twice each day, the oceans rise and fall, shaping coastlines, nourishing ecosystems, and providing a heartbeat for our planet. These tides have been crucial for the evolution of life, creating unique habitats and driving the mixing of nutrients in the seas. But the moon's influence goes even deeper. The moon stabilizes Earth's tilt, keeping our seasons and climate predictable. This stability is essential for the delicate balance of life, ensuring that temperatures remain within a range where life can thrive. Without the moon, our planet's tilt could swing wildly, causing extreme and chaotic weather. Imagine a world where ice ages and scorching heat waves could come and go unpredictably, making it nearly impossible for complex life to survive. The moon also played a crucial role in slowing Earth's rotation. In the distant past, a day on Earth lasted only 6 hours. Over millions of years, the moon's gravitational influence has stretched our days to the familiar 24 hours, giving life the time it needed to evolve, adapt, and flourish. Remove the moon, and you remove a key structural component of our planetary system. The balance that allows life to exist would be lost, and the Earth would become a far more hostile place. It's like taking a critical gear out of a clock. The whole mechanism falters. The harmony that keeps our world turning smoothly would be disrupted, and the consequences would ripple through every aspect of life. The moon is our stabilizer and timekeeper, quietly marking the passage of time and the changing of the seasons. Its cycles have inspired calendars, myths, and rituals across cultures and centuries. Its presence has allowed life to flourish on Earth. Under its gentle light, forests, deserts, and oceans come alive with activity as countless creatures depend on the moon to guide their nightly journeys. Without it, the conditions that make our world habitable would unravel. The atmosphere could become unstable, climates could shift unpredictably, and the rich diversity of life we know today might never have emerged. The moon's importance cannot be overstated. It is not just a companion in the sky, but a fundamental part of what makes Earth a living, breathing world. It is the quiet force that keeps our planet in balance, a silent guardian, ever present, shaping the destiny of life on Earth. The instant the moon vanishes, night becomes an abyss, darker than we've ever known. The familiar silver glow that has guided travelers, inspired poets, and comforted countless generations is suddenly gone. The world is plunged into a darkness so profound it feels almost unnatural, as if the very fabric of night has thickened. Shadows stretch endlessly, and the stars, though brilliant, cannot fill the void left behind. Even a crescent moon outshines every star. Without it, rural nights would be pitch black. The countryside, once bathed in gentle moonlight, now becomes a realm of deep, impenetrable shadow. For those living far from city lights, the absence is overwhelming. Suddenly the world feels smaller, more isolated, and eerily silent. Humanity would feel a deep psychological loss. Our ancient companion gone, our calendars and traditions suddenly empty. For millennia, the moon has marked the passage of time, shaped our myths, and inspired rituals. Its disappearance would leave a hole not just in the sky, but in our collective memory and culture. People would gather, searching the heavens for answers, feeling a sense of grief and bewilderment. Fear and confusion would grip the world. News outlets would scramble to explain the phenomenon, while social media would erupt with speculation and panic. The sudden loss would spark anxiety, as people wonder what other changes might follow. But the physical changes would be even more dramatic. The moon's absence would alter the very nature of night, changing how animals navigate, how plants grow, and how humans experience the world after sunset. The moon drives our tides. Without it, the great ocean tides would shrink to a third their size, governed only by the sun. The rhythmic rise and fall that has shaped coastlines and marine life for eons would be reduced to a faint echo of its former self. Coastal communities would see the familiar ebb and flow vanish overnight. Fishermen, sailors, and those who live by the sea would wake to find their world transformed, the tides no longer predictable, the shoreline eerily still. Intertidal zones, rich ecosystems, would be thrown into chaos, some left dry, others submerged. Creatures that depend on the tides for survival would be stranded or forced to adapt rapidly, leading to confusion and die-offs. The delicate balance of life along the world's coast would be shattered. The loss of the moon would break the planet's fundamental rhythm. The cycles that have governed life for billions of years would be disrupted, sending shockwaves through every ecosystem. This is the first sign of a massive ecological disruption. Birds, fish, and countless other species would begin to behave erratically, their internal clocks thrown into disarray. The unraveling would begin on the very first night. As darkness deepens and confusion spreads, the world would realize that the moon's absence is more than a missing light in the sky. It is the start of a profound transformation for all life on Earth. A moonless night would plunge the animal kingdom into chaos. Nocturnal predators and prey, adapted to lunar cycles, would lose their edge. Hunting and survival strategies shattered. Many species time reproduction and migration to the moon's phases. Without it, confusion and collapse would follow. Coral reefs, for example, rely on the full moon to synchronize mass spawning. Without it, their future is threatened. Sea turtles use moonlight to find the ocean. Without it, hatchlings would be lost. Migratory birds and insects would lose their celestial compass. The moon's disappearance would leave countless species lost in a world suddenly unfamiliar. The balance of nature would be upended. The moon's disappearance would transform our oceans. Tides would shrink dramatically with only weak solar tides remaining. Intertidal zones, once teeming with life, would vanish, leaving many species unable to adapt. The loss of tidal movement would halt the mixing of ocean currents, starving marine life of nutrients. Ocean circulation, vital for distributing heat and supporting ecosystems, would falter. The climate would destabilize as ocean currents weaken, leading to more extreme temperatures worldwide. Equatorial regions would become hotter, polar regions colder. The moon's tidal forces are a planetary circulatory system. Without them, the system breaks down. Marine life would decline, and climate chaos would intensify. The moon's absence would echo through every layer of the ocean and atmosphere. The greatest long-term threat is the loss of Earth's stability. The moon acts as a gyroscope, holding our planet's tilt steady and giving us seasons. Without it, Earth's tilt would drift chaotically, driven by the gravity of other planets. Our seasons would become unpredictable, swinging from no seasons to violent extremes. The North Pole could face months of scorching heat, then months of deep freeze. Climate zones would shift, agriculture would collapse, and life would struggle to adapt. This instability would unfold over thousands of years, but it would be relentless. The familiar cycles that support civilization would vanish. Super hurricanes, droughts, and floods would become the norm. The stable world that nurtured humanity would be lost to chaos. Over millennia, Earth would become unrecognizable. The moon's absence would halt the gradual slowing of Earth's rotation. Days might even shorten over time. Volcanic and tectonic activity could shift as the moon's gentle gravitational flexing disappears. The climate, already unstable, would swing between extreme heat and new ice ages as the planet's tilt wobbles. Sea levels would rise and fall dramatically, flooding cities and reshaping continents. The atmosphere would change as ocean life collapses, disrupting oxygen and carbon dioxide cycles. Humanity would be forced to adapt, living underground, constantly migrating, or facing extinction. Civilization as we know it would crumble. The moon's loss would plunge Earth into a new, darker age. Centuries after the moon's departure, Earth would settle into a harsh new reality. Nights would be eternally dark, the sky lit only by distant stars. The planet's surface would be scarred by storms, deserts, and ice. Life would be a constant struggle against extreme heat or cold. Civilization would collapse. Only small, scattered groups might survive underground or as nomads. Our culture and knowledge would be at risk, overshadowed by the fight for survival. The moon's absence would be a haunting memory, a reminder of what made Earth special. The moon is not just an ornament. It's a vital piece of our world's machinery. Without it, Earth would be less vibrant, less stable, and far less alive. Our journey reveals a humbling truth. We are incredibly fortunate to have the moon. It anchors our world, sets the rhythm of our oceans, and fosters stability for life. The moon is a rare gift in the vast cosmos. Every time we look up, we should feel gratitude for its presence and the stability it brings. The moon is part of Earth's story, and ours. Imagining a world without it reminds us how delicate our existence is. Cherishing our world begins with understanding the forces that make it special. Thank you for joining me on this exploration. Subscribe to Nutreylife for more wonders of our world.